Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. We welcome our viewers on behalf of the Islamic Research Foundation to this interview with Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Surty. Dr. Surty is a British citizen and a member of the United Nations Religious Advisory Committee in London. He has over 18 years of varied and rich experience in the field of education pertaining to Islamic studies, including Quranic Arabic. He has taught graduates and postgraduates courses, supervised many MPhil and PhD students, and has held senior positions in prominent universities, including the University of Birmingham, England. He is the founder chairman of the Quranic Arabic Foundation called QAF. Dr. Surty has written many books and contributed a number of articles and research papers to various publications. At present, he is a senior lecturer at the CSIC, University of Birmingham. Dr. Surty, welcome.
Thank you.
How did you get interested in teaching Quranic Arabic course?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Whenever we speak of the Arabic language is the bedrock of Islamic studies. And without the knowledge of Arabic language, it is very difficult to have sound comprehension, understanding of Islam. I was head of department of Islamic studies at Sokoto when I realized that graduating students do not know the Arabic language. I felt great need for designing a crash course so that during their 3 years stay for graduation in Islamic studies, it will be possible for them to learn the Arabic language. Because as I mentioned to you earlier, that without the knowledge of Arabic language, it is difficult to give justice to a number of disciplines which are related to Islam. And alhamdulillah, this my effort, which I started at Sokoto, went a long way. And this crash program, which I designed for graduating students of Islamic studies, helped tremendously. Because one should remember that extremely rich literature is available on Islam in the Arabic language. As far as the published literature is concerned, alhamdulillah, many books one would find which have already been published from different parts of the world. But one thing which is quite interesting, and that is around 3 million Arabic manuscripts have so far been catalogued. And there are many which are waiting for this cataloging. And the libraries the world over are busy in this particular exercise. From that, one can understand the scope of researches, especially on Islamic disciplines. So Arabic is the bedrock, and it is essential on the part of students who are specializing in Islamic studies to understand fully the Arabic language.
What is QAF?
QAF is a registered charity, Quranic Arabic Foundation. It was established in 1994 in Birmingham, and we have selected this name QAF from the Quran itself as Surah Qaf. And again, the word Quran starts with Qaf. And alhamdulillah, for this our purpose of teaching Quranic Arabic to large number of people of the community, we thought that this name is most appropriate, because which QAF, that is, which stands for Quranic Arabic Foundation, so it has got the dual role to play. It is a registered charity, and it was established in 1994 in the city of Birmingham, and there are 11 trustees for this registered charity.
Dr. Surty, could you please explain the nature, duration, and scope of the Quranic Arabic course you have designed?
The Quranic Arabic course, which has been designed by me, is comprising of a 556 pages book and 2 audio cassettes. And alhamdulillah, with the joint collaboration with IRF and Qaf, inshallah, we are going to present to the students of the Quran, perhaps for the first time, a large number of videos. And that would provide them an opportunity to comprehend the elementary Quranic Arabic. And this is an elementary Quranic Arabic which teaches the elementary Arabic from the Quran. It's a 90 hours course, and it is designed in such a way that students of different age groups can take equal benefit from the course. And after the completion of the course, if they consult the dictionary, perhaps it will be possible for them to translate the literature which is already published on different disciplines of the Quran. And our aim is to publish intermediate and advanced courses as well, so that a complete program will be available. And that is the principal reason why Qaf has been established, and perhaps this is the reason why we would like to establish Baitul Quran, the first of its kind in the West. We don't have the resources at the moment, but inshallah, we will get the resources, and it will be possible for us to establish Baitul Quran in the West.
You call this an elementary course. What about the intermediary and advanced courses in Quranic Arabic that people would want to learn?
Intermediate and advanced courses, designing of these courses would certainly need a team of scholars and much resources. At the moment, I'm afraid we don't have those resources at our disposal to invite the scholars of international repute to become a member of this particular team in order to prepare the intermediate and the advanced courses. Because on individual strength, perhaps it is difficult, it's time consuming. And if we bring a team, then we can expedite this particular project in a shorter period of time and make available these courses to the interested people. Because now, alhamdulillah, the interest towards learning Quranic Arabic is very rapidly increasing in different age groups of students. Because voluntarily, when I teach a class at Birmingham, over 100 ladies and gentlemen attend regularly the course every Sunday. And they are extremely keen to learn this Quranic Arabic. So once we have the resources and we have that team of scholars of repute, because we are speaking of the Quran, then we should try to work together, create a team, and then come out with these two other courses which are very badly needed at the time. And a number of people, after completing this particular elementary course, inquired, because I did write in the preamble of this book that the Qaf is committed for the intermediary and advanced courses. Which are very badly needed at the time. And a number of people, after completing this particular elementary course, inquired, because I did write in the preamble of this book that the Qaf is committed for the intermediary and advanced courses.
Many scholars of repute regard the methodology of the course as very effective. What are its outstanding features?
This is a very good question which you have asked, Doctor. So far, alhamdulillah, over 1,000 ladies and gentlemen have already benefited from the course. And I am teaching this course for my MA students at the University of Birmingham. And the experience which I got from these students, I must confess that students are my teachers. They taught me a great deal for the development of this particular course. The course is divided into 4 phases. The first phase covers the Quranic script and the method which has been developed for teaching the Quranic script is most modern. And I have been giving the challenge to my students in Birmingham, England, and most of them are non-Muslim, and they are not even come from Islamic environment, backgrounds. And once they come to the class, then I mention to them that in the 5th contact hour, you are going to start reading the Quranic script. In the first place, they don't believe me. But this is my, Dr. 11th successive year, and alhamdulillah, I have not failed them. And in the 5th contact hour, all my students, alhamdulillah, read the Quranic script. And it is because of method. I have divided the rest of the course into 3 phases after this Quranic script. In the second phase, there are 7 lessons. And these lessons are confined to singular alone. When we speak of verbs, nouns, pronouns, all are presented, and the development has been made through graded progression while confining strictly to singular, as if up to, in phase 2, up to 7 lessons, as if dual and plural do not exist. By introducing this particular method and teaching them Arabic grammar and other aspects through graded progression, my experience of over 20 years suggests to me that this is a very good method, because the confidence is developed among the students and they learn the language rapidly. Then we come to the second phase. In the second phase, again through graded progression, dual is introduced, because unlike other languages, in Arabic, dual exists. And in the 4th and final phase, the plural is introduced. in all phases, the progression is like ascension on the rocky mountain by carving the steps. And it has been supported by the design text, by the vocabulary. After doing some research, over 1,000 words have been selected and provided in the course, which are taken from the Quran itself. And deliberately, the modern words are avoided. At the same time, the Quranic text, design text, are simultaneously, parallelly developed. And the Ahadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Arab proverbs are also incorporated. So much so that when we reach to lesson 13, then we just leave the design text and just confine to the Quranic text alone. And through this Quranic text, that is lesson 13, 14, 15, and 16 are completed. And again, these are completed through graded progression. I must confess that this is an elementary course, and this course will provide an opportunity to the students to establish their foundations and consolidate their foundations. Because foundation is very vital, and that is the principal aim of the course. Now, once they have already established the foundation, then other edifices will not be a problem. They can very easily do so after extensive reading of other works. And alhamdulillah, so far, in my experience, I witnessed success, alhamdulillah. And the students always praised whatever they gained in such a short period of time. This is a 90 contact hours course. And in 90 contact hours, the amount of knowledge which students gain related to the elementary Arabic is, alhamdulillah, remarkable, because time, space, and energy are very vital, and alhamdulillah, the course actually take into account all this. Even the exercises have been provided. And the 2 audio cassettes are there. And for these audio cassettes, we have invited a Qari from Maghrib, so that Arab voice will be there. So the articulation which students are going to listen to will be Arab articulation. And again, for the programs which we are going to, inshallah, soon present on this elementary course, we have invited a very good Qari, that is Qari Hassan al-Bukhari from England. And his recitation of the selection from the Quran is beautiful. And I'm quite optimistic that this our effort, inshallah, joint efforts from CAF and IRF for this presentation of this course on the video will go a long way, inshallah. Many people who, for some reasons, couldn't get an opportunity, now they got an opportunity with this well-designed, systematic, organized course. They're at their disposal, and while sitting in their lounge, it will be possible for them to comprehend the Quranic Arabic, but must say elementary.
In conclusion, what advice would you give to those who wish to learn Quranic Arabic through video cassettes?
Now, whenever you are, for example, learning this Quranic Arabic through video cassettes, the first and the foremost thing for which you should be very careful is not to translate by yourself any Quranic verse which has been quoted in the course. For that purpose, we have taken the translation from Pictol, and those archaic has been removed from Pictol, because for a translator, it is essential that the translator must know the ulum al-Quran, the sciences of the Quran. And again, bits and pieces has been taken from the Quran. So for the contextual studies, I think it is essential to refer to the well-established, recognized translation. And the quotations to the selection have been provided throughout the book. So if a person would like to refer to another translation, that person can very easily refer to the other translation. And try not to remain confined to the design text, because design text has been provided up to lesson 12. Try to go beyond design text. That's what I emphasized in the classroom with the students, that Arabic language is extremely systematic and scientific language. For the learning of Arabic language, we have to open a number of windows of this finest computer. And for that purpose, try to open those windows means try to construct more and more your own sentences based on the vocabulary which has been, glossary, which has been provided in the course. And for your information, Doctor, there was a few years ago at University of Birmingham, there was a Japanese girl, very conscientious girl, and when we completed our 5 lessons, she wrote an essay in the Arabic language. And when I showed it to our colleagues, everybody was surprised. And it was possible for her to do so because she did not remain confined to the design text. She just went beyond. The more computation we do for the construction of the sentences, the more wider scope we provide for the comprehension of this course. And again, the course is entirely based on the graded progression. So each unit is extremely important for you. It is divided in a number of units. Don't go to next unit unless and until you have full confidence in that unit. And since it is on your video, why not you time and time again play, stop, understand, reverse, go forward. So don't go to the next unit unless and until you have full confidence that, yes, you have understood that unit, because that unit provides a ring to a very strong chain which has been made. If one ring is weak, then the chain may break. And I sincerely wish you all success in your endeavor, and pray to Almighty Allah for success, for the comprehension of the elementary Quranic Arabic to be learned from the Quran itself.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Surty, for sharing your valuable views and knowledge about learning as well as teaching of Quranic Arabic with our viewers. Barakallahu lakum.